Where do we start with our special guest? So this time last year, he had risen to the top of TikTok and he was actually on his way to Turin, where he was going to be competing for the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest 2022. We had all heard his song Spaceman, and we were all getting behind him to do well, and we had high hopes because we knew how great he was and we knew how great his song was too. So, of course, the song went on to become the highest performing UK entry song in over 25 years. He came second place, only being beat by Ukraine. So, since then, he's gone on to have a UK #1 album nominated at the Brit Awards, and he's, appeared everywhere. He's been everywhere. He's been on shows, festivals, and more. And we have him and his performance to thank for bringing Eurovision 2023 right here to Liverpool at the M&S Bank Arena. So we're very, very lucky to have him here today, and I want you all to make loads of noise and give Sam Ryder a big welcome. Come on, Heb. Yes, you're right there. Sam.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time to come and visit. This is amazing. I say visit, this isn't my house. I wish it was.
Could be. Funny house. Welcome to Liverpool. How you getting on?
Fabulous. I love it here.
Yeah.
It's so good, yeah. And big up to you guys because you've always been supporting before Eurovision, all those songs that came out and those moments before, those shows that you actually turned up to, which was something completely new for me, actually, people being at the gigs. That was in Liverpool, so never forget that. Thank you so much. Bless you.
Yeah, amazing, mate. And speaking of gigs, you have a gig tonight at the O2.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to it? Are you ready?
I'm stoked. It's going to be a good one. Is anyone coming to the show tonight? Yeah! Amazing. No refunds, all right?
Nice one. Yeah. Everyone's very excited for that, mate. It's funny, I've got to mention to you, actually, I was listening to you on Alan Carr's podcast recently.
Yes.
And you were chatting about busking. Do you still do a bit? I'm assuming it's pretty hard these days to do a bit of that. Did you ever get out?
Well, here's the thing, right, about my history of busking. Yeah. There isn't really any because I grew up in. It wasn't even a village because you need a post office, I think, for it to be a village. So it's more of a hamlet, and so there's no point in busking when there's going to be no one there. So the first real experience I had of busking is when we started doing it around the release of the album. We'd go just down the road, actually, around the corner from the Cavern Club. We did some busking. Was anyone there? Just trying to do the big shop and being like, oh God, who's this guy? And yeah, we'd go all over the place, and it was amazing. And it really, I truly think that was the reason that we managed to achieve what we did with the album, getting it to #1. That was just like being on the streets with people, sharing that moment and making a connection with music. That's what it's always been about. I mean, social media and stuff like that is fascinating and it's amazing, and it's such a widely used tool within the music industry, but often you can forget like the reality and the realm of the physical and being, in a room with people and sharing, trying to make a connection through songs and emotion.
Yeah, that's it. It comes down to the music at the end of the day, doesn't it? So speaking of music, we've got to talk about Eurovision. So Eurovision is coming here for 2023. It's just under 2 months away, actually. So the excitement's starting to get really big. You're the man to ask. What can we expect from Eurovision?
Traffic.
Loads of traffic. Yeah.
Parking fortune. If you own a car park. No, honestly, it's going to be just, I'm so excited for you. And to be honest, everyone around the UK and the Eurovision fandom that stretches globally, it's never mattered about the postcode. The competition happens, and you can feel those shockwaves wherever you are in the world. Like I was watching it from that little hamlet when I was growing up with my parents, and just absolutely feeling that tangible sense of joy and inclusion, and these people from all over, like Europe and songwriters from beyond, and musicians and performers all coming together under common cause to share this wonderful like sense of unity and that spirit. Like, it's going to be amazing that you guys are in the epicenter of that, and I'm guessing you're all excited. Yeah, it's. I didn't get a chance to go to Euro Village last year because I was very focused on, I don't know, not staying up too late.
You're a bit busy.
Yeah. But I'm going to enjoy it this year. I want to see all the things that I missed out on last year. But yeah, it's going to be unreal. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, well, it's safe to say we're really, really excited here in Liverpool. But we've got to talk. I want to talk about this behind me here. So obviously, this
that
is the
old rag.
This old rag over here. So this is the outfit that you wore for Eurovision 2022, and you're kindly loaning it here to the BME.
Yes.
So, well, first of all, I want to know what it was like.
Can I just go and have a look?
Have a little look. Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. Oh my gosh, it's actually quite emotional, you know.
Yeah. What was it like?
It.
What was it like, and what does it mean to you?
It's still heavy.
It looks heavy.
It's very heavy, very, very heavy, and oh wow, it's lovely. You know what? It's so cool. It was hanging up in my wardrobe for a while, and that was weird to see. It's like some kind of just like your Levi's, and then what's that? Yeah. I might wear that to my mate's wedding.
Did you ever try it on around the house?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it means so much to me to see, because for me it symbolizes homage and a tribute to the greats, to people that have inspired myself and countless others around the world to pick up guitars or drumsticks or microphones or get into music. You know, like for me, like the Holy Trinity is like Freddie, Elton and Bowie, and and so much more. Like there's so many more artists who inspired them and all of us. And for me, when homage is done respectfully and with a truthful spirit, it allows you to carve your own path and your own journey, and that's what that suit symbolizes to me. And with the absolutely crucial inclusion of the efforts of Luke Day, who was the mastermind with actually putting these ideas together and coming up with something tangible. I mean, in my opinion, he is at the forefront of making humans look and feel fabulous through the medium of fabric. And when you put a guitar on that thing, it's game over. That's the afterburners are on. There's no chance you're not having a good time. Look at it.
Yeah, look, it looks like it's a bit of a quad workout. You're working out those legs.
You feel fantastic walking around in that.
Yeah, and it's it's going to be placed here at the BME,
yes.
and it's going to be sort of placed alongside some memorabilia from iconic sort of British artists and bands. So how does that based on what you've just said, your inspirations, how does it feel to have it here?
Well, I can't express that. I was just taking a moment before walking out here to consider that when we and make no mistake, when we accepted that call and the offer to go and do Eurovision, there was never a point in time where we considered the success in terms of points wise, because success can be I think that you can come dead last at something and still be a success. I truly believe that, because it's about how you carry yourself and your grace and your spirit and your heart. And but we were willing to succeed last, and that we really went into it with that feeling. And I wasn't afraid of that, because I knew what my life was like before this, and I truly enjoyed it. I loved singing's always brought me joy. It wasn't just because people were watching all of a sudden that it elevated my joy and my life. So that's why we did it. And looking at it now, it's and I think it means everything, man. Thank you.
When you say that though, I mean when you say you were ready to succeed, whether it was last, whether it was second, or whether it was first, I do feel like as a viewer, I really got that impression from you, mate, that you were just happy to be there, you were happy to be on the journey, and that whatever happened, it was a journey, it was an experience, and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. Was it that experience, from TikTok, before TikTok, all the way to Turin? What have your highlights been? What have been those special moments that you cherish and look back at?
There's so many wild things that I never would have thought possible, but I think the Jubilee is obviously up there. Like being a part. Again, to me that was similar to Eurovision because of that spirit of common cause. Everyone there from all walks of life. And I said this a bunch of times, so sorry if you've heard it before, but in a world that always finds ways to sort of find the cracks and crowbar them and pull us apart from each other. That was a day of unity and of finding the things that bind us, and that hope and love. And you really felt that in the air that day. So that was amazing. If I'm speaking selfishly though, it was,
Go on.
it was meeting Brian May and Roger Taylor. And hang on, I'm going to show you something right now. Hang on. Have we got time for this?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is my favourite little treasure that I've got. And it is the first time myself, Roger, and Brian played Somebody to Love in Roger's rehearsal. 1, 2. And if you could see the smile on my face now.
Each morning I get up and camp and stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what you do to me? I spent all my years in believing you. I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, anybody find me? Somebody.
That's not. Anyway, that like.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's the first time we met, and if you could see me in the corner of their room, just like this, just beaming, and hearing that back, I've sung Queen songs for years in my room as a kid, and sung along to karaoke backing tracks, and that's the real deal, and it's just so cool. And yeah, so I'm just gonna bore everyone by going on and on and on. But
Were you nervous? Was that quite a nervous
I
experience?
was too excited to be nervous. I was too
excited?
stupid to be nervous because I was just like, I'm gonna soak this up.
Yeah, what a memory that is.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. You've had a really amazing journey. It's it's fair to say it's incredible. So looking ahead then to Eurovision 2023, there's going to be artists from all across Europe and the world coming to Liverpool to compete. So what sort of advice could you give those artists coming here to Liverpool when they arrive for Eurovision?
Strap on a big pair of optimistic boots and stomp around the experience, because it's likely to happen to you once. I'm kind of in the early stages of my musical career, so I can't for certain say that there's something not similar to it, but I'm willing to bet that there isn't. And I just think it's something in the world that is a unifier, like I said, and something that's wonderful, and the respect and the admiration that I have for anyone having the guts, to be honest, to stand on a stage when you're looking down a camera lens in front of 200 million people or whatever it is admirable. And I just I'd say live it, breathe it, be in the moment, understand that we're here all for a beautifully short amount of time, and go and sing your head off.
Yeah. And you did it, man, and you did it really, really well. So yeah, what's next? What's next for you? What's next for Sam Ryder? What's going on in 2023? Are we going to see you back here in May?
Oh, I'll be here, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I want to, just be swept up in the atmosphere and not worry about sort of my suit having pearls falling off down the stairs. It's going to be a good time. Really excited. The show tonight, first and foremost, I want to make sure that that's a blast for all of you coming. For all of you not coming, I wish we could expand the walls and make it bigger and invite you all, because I'd do it. But yeah, lots more. There's a new single that I'm working on, which I actually shouldn't really be telling anyone about, but it's happening.
Go on, tell us.
I'm a motor mouth. It's called Mountain. It's about perseverance, and it's about hope and faith. And I can't wait for you to hear it. Going to be playing that one tonight, and lots of festivals. I know there's other things that I need to remember to tell you, but ultimately, I'll be singing. Yeah. I'll be enjoying it, and smiling.
Yeah, man. You'll be around. You'll be around doing some stuff. Okay, I think we've kind of got to wrap up now. But the last thing I did want to ask you, Sam, was, we're looking ahead now. It's the countdown's officially on to Eurovision. What's your message to everyone in Liverpool as we get ready to welcome this huge, mad, crazy, fabulous, amazing event to the city?
I would say don't change a single thing. My experience in Liverpool has been that of like pure welcoming and kindness wherever you go, and that was always before the Eurovision stuff as well. It was so. Don't change it. How wonderful is that? For people to know that there's a sense of community and spirit and, I don't know, a friendly welcome here. I can't think of any place better. Big up Liverpool. I'd always have you in my heart. I really appreciate the support you've shown me, and I know that you'll show that to every single one of those delegates coming to do their best for you.
Yeah. Listen, Sam, thank you so much. Big round of applause for Sam Ryder. Thank you so much, mate. All right, and if you're going to be at the gig tonight, you'll see him again. You'll get to see him again. Listen, mate, thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure. Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a lovely day. Peace.
Thanks, everyone.